Coming to you live from somewhere east of Waukau, Wisconsin, it's the B.Andrews Radio Show. And in this edition of the B.Andrews Radio Show, there are three of us here in the studio. Obviously, Fozzie the Bear is here.
That was not a good enough impression. Don't do that.
You don't think so? Okay. Well, to my left is my one co-host, Emily. Everybody say hi, Emily.
Hello.
Yes. And to my right is our mad producer.
No, I'm getting mad.
Oh, okay. Kay. Everybody say hi, Kay.
Please don't.
Please don't say hi, Kay.
Nah, I'm good.
And I am your third co-host. I am the one here in this chair because nobody can sit in it when I do. I am Eric.
It's a single-person occupancy. What do you expect?
No, don't worry. Emily lives to prove you wrong.
I was just merely stating the obvious. That's all right. Somebody want to salute me for being Captain Obvious?
No.
Please.
I'll give you a sad trumpet.
Okay, go for it. Seriously, in stereo? That was sweet. Okay.
Even walled right.
Yeah, you were on pitch. That was really good. And it is so good to be able to come to you today and to do our radio show. What a day it has been. What a week it has been. I know Kay doesn't.
It's only Tuesday.
I know Kay doesn't.
Wait, it's Tuesday.
A week from our last show.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you. That's what a week it has been. I know Kay doesn't want to mention it, but we're dealing with all the fallout of the coronavirus. And
I mean, normally when you talk about fallout, you talk about the nuclear fallout. But honestly, at this rate, I don't know what's
was going to
worse.
say relationship fallouts. You know, that's usually another fallout.
I was thinking Fallout Boy or Fallout the video game. Or
that was a nuclear
Actually,
fallout.
Yeah, Fallout
That's
is
what
completely
Fallout's about.
Radiation and nuclear, yeah.
Anyway, so no, on the coronavirus, the world is just turning crazy. We're not going to talk politics, but we can talk policies that have been happening. We've had governors all over the country that have been ordering people to stay safe at home. And so people have like, okay, I can't go to work.
A
Okay,
lot of incidents happen at home anyway, so how do you completely stay safe at home?
Hey, Dad.
Yes.
Are you feeling safe at home?
Well, unfortunately,
No, because something else lives there.
Whoa. I don't get to stay at home. I am considered an essential worker with my current job that I have because I work for insurance companies and people have to maintain their insurance policies and so forth. So believe it or not, I have a letter from the Secretary of the Treasury of the federal government, Steve Mnuchin, saying...
How political are you getting by saying all of those?
This is not political. I'm not talking politics.
No, you're getting very close.
I'm getting close, okay, but we're not going to talk the politics of it. But anyway, I have a letter from him. I have a letter from the president of the company that I work for, Fred Peters. Gotta love that name. And both of them stating that my job is essential to the general public, and so therefore I must be out in the general public. But I will say the funniest thing that I have seen while I have been out and about, as they say up north, is that a couple of days ago I was up in Green Bay, and I know people are supposed to be safe at home right now, right? Apparently. And so there's a river that comes off of Sturgeon Bay up in Green Bay, and the river's called the Fox River. And as I was crossing over the Fox River, I looked down at the water below, and you'll never guess what I saw.
A bunch of people fishing.
Exactly. About 36 boats were on the water underneath the bridge, and all these guys were going fishing. So what do you do when the government tells you to stay at home and do nothing?
I can top that.
Go into your boat and stay 6 feet apart.
And go fishing.
I can top that. There were at least 12.5 cars at the mall when me and Mom went to Appleton.
No kidding.
The mall was open. People were there.
No
Were they
kidding.
staying 6 feet apart?
Because the day before, 2 days, I was up there Friday of last week, and you guys were over there. What day?
Yesterday.
Monday. Okay. And when I came by on Friday, it was Appleton Mall, one of the biggest malls in central Wisconsin. Because we're losing all of our malls in central Wisconsin.
Yeah, we really only do.
The mall in Rapids is gone. The mall in Stevens Point is gone. The mall in Wausau is gone.
Wait,
so
Stevens
Appleton,
Point used to have a mall?
Yeah. Stevens Point and Rapids both used to have a mall. And
I only remember Rapids.
I know, that's all I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the only malls we have anymore is Appleton and Madison.
Well,
Milwaukee doesn't have one. It's got a shopping district, but it doesn't have one.
Closest to us, that's where the only malls are. Correct. I mean, Milwaukee has actually two.
Oh, Point did. It was the one by the river.
There's
that's the one. That's
the school.
The one.
The school is there now, and they put a hotel in there. So the two things have gone in there. Oh yeah, Midstate Tech is bought the property, and they separated it. They've separated it, and there's a hotel in the one side of it. You referred to it last week when you were talking about the big snow mound.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, Midstate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Rapids one's the theater's still over there.
Is where the theater is.
There's no theater and the library are like in the same building, and they kind of took over the building. But no.
Yeah,
Yonkers.
Yonkers was actually the last store, the anchor store that was in that mall over there. So anyway, Appleton is our next closest mall. It's actually a toss-up between the Appleton Mall and the Madison Mall. And so we don't do much with malls anymore until Christmas time. That's about the only time that we go. But anyway, when I drove by on Friday, it was a ghost town, and it's a typical mall strip. It's the mall, and then right around it is all the other stores, and the bulk of those stores are restaurant chains.
Yeah,
and the only one that had people at it was Olive Garden, and they were doing curbside. So people were pulled up out in front of it, and you see the waitresses are going outside delivering the food. It's pretty cool.
There's also a lot of bridal. There's quite a few bridal stores around the Appleton Mall area and stuff like that.
Are you going to call me Miriam?
No, I was saying the Maria.
She was thinking wedding.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Two that I'm aware of, two bridal shops and there's two tuxes, but they're across the road from each other.
Yeah.
The bridal shops are almost next to each other. That's funny.
Yeah. And never mind, I'm not going to say it.
Okay, I was waiting. There was I could see
I was
you.
Going to say
there was a little shimmer in your eye.
Well, I was going to talk about the one bridal shop that we went to, both for two different people's weddings. And I was going to talk about that, but I'm like, never mind. Just move on.
So moving right along. Anyway, so there's lots of funny things that are happening. The world is crazy. It's really, really changing. We're not supposed to be too close to each other. We are trying to practice social distancing in this room, but it's really difficult.
If we all were going to be 6 feet from each other, we'd all have to sit in a corner in the room. That's just not happening.
Actually, Dad gets the middle of the far wall.
And form a triangle. Well, officially I am 6 feet away from Emily, but I'd have to measure Kay.
You are not a Dalton length away from me.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not. You're like 4 feet away from me.
Dalton can't get in there.
No.
I could touch you like E.T. right now. Come here.
No, you can't. See, we can't. We cannot. See? But now me and Kay, we would have to measure by outside shoulders. I mean, my outside shoulder to her outside shoulder in order to be 6 feet.
That is still not a Dalton length apart.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
Oh,
If you were to lay Dalton down in between you would still need like 2 more feet.
First off, do you know how bad that just sounded?
Okay. Dalton
honestly,
is a friend we know who is just over 6 feet tall.
Okay, I'm gonna say
that's more than 6 feet. Then
I'm gonna say
problem?
He's only like 6'1", maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
still,
I'm gonna say I have no horse in this race because I am the worst at judging anything, whether it's age.
I guess
distance,
Dalton's our
or...
horse in this race. Right?
Anything like that.
Well,
so...
I mean, a few inches shorter, Dad, you could jump on his back and be like, "Let's go."
All right. Anyway,
those of you who don't get the jockey joke,
we're talking about how weird things have gotten in our culture and society. We're not talking politics. Let's just talk about
politics. The Polish.
Let's just talk about how weird things are outside. You walk outside now, and
if you want to, see people.
I don't know.
No. I see more people walking outside and taking walks and children playing in the playground than I have ever.
I will say
before.
I will say I've seen more families together.
Yeah.
As I go around and I do the we call them surveys. Some of you might want to call them inspections of the houses that I do for insurance companies. As I drive through the different neighborhoods, I'm seeing families playing together in the front yard. I'm watching dads shoot basketball outside. I'm seeing all different kinds of ones.
Everybody realizing they're absolutely rusty at horse.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the stuff that I'm seeing. I'm seeing families going on bike rides.
Which reminds me, your bike seat's wet.
Not anymore.
It's like, no, it's still wet. It's all soaked in there.
You didn't dry?
No. I tried squeezing as much out as I could.
Okay. TMPI. So anyway, that's what we got going on, and just some crazy stuff in the world. Listen, look at us on Facebook. And connect with us on our social media and share with us some of the crazy things that maybe you have been seeing going on in your neighborhood, or maybe some of the cool things that you've been seeing going on in your neighborhood, like maybe people doing something kind of special. That would just be awesome to do and to share those kinds of things round and about. Today, on today's show, I'm going to give you a tease about what's coming up in the next segment of our show. We're going to be talking about animals that absolutely have no effect on your life.
Yeah, so if you're thinking like mosquito, rescue dog.
No.
Throw that out of your brain.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a profound effect on your life.
Well,
These animals are strange, rare, and bizarre. So we're going to talk about those, but you're going to have to come back into the next segment in order to figure out which animals we're going to talk about. So let's get ready to take a break. We've ended up with segment number 1. Go out and get you a refill, a cup of coffee, and come back and let's talk about animals that will have no profound effect on you. You're listening to the B.Andrews radio show.
I didn't know I had any of the symptoms. To the best of my knowledge, I had never had a problem before. All I did was enter the coffee shop and the lady behind the counter said, "Morning, hun." And I looked at the glass case and saw my reflection. There it was, on my face. Smiley fascia.
Smiley fascia, or smiley face, is a condition caused by feelings of uncontrollable joy, peace, or tranquility. From the labs of Pharmaceuticals Unlimited comes depression. Depression is for those who are experiencing symptoms of smiley fascia or smiley face. Other symptoms may include singing, whistling, or in rare cases, skipping. Not all smiling is related to smiley fascia. Seeing others knocked down or in pain might also lead to smiling. Ask your doctor about the difference. Depressia is the first truly green drug, as we have used recycled cyanide, mercury, DDT, and a dash of sodium chloride. Using Depressia can help you lessen your carbon footprint on the planet.
Once I started taking Depressia, I felt so bad, I didn't have anything to smile about.
85% of those taking Depressia in our lab trials experienced lung failure, kidney failure, liver failure, death, and death-like symptoms. While taking Depressia, do not come into contact with sunlight or be around uplifting people, and this may hamper the depressing effects of the drug. If you continue to have uncontrollable feelings of joy, peace, and tranquility while taking Depressia, contact your doctor right away, as this might be a sign of deeper psychosis.
Depressia took the smile right off my face.
If you're struggling with smiley fascia, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's an oncoming train.
Depressia is not recommended by anyone and is not in stores. Depressia is solely a medical product of Pharmaceuticals Unlimited and is presented by the Adlib Council. Ask your doctor about Depressia.
Welcome back to the second segment of the B.Andrews radio show. It is so good to have you here with us. And once again, I want to invite you to join us on social media, especially since you're probably stuck somewhere at home with coronavirus. No, not that you have coronavirus, but because
you're
of coronavirus.
You're stuck at home because of the corona.
Correct. Anyway, and come and see us on Facebook at the B.Andrews radio show group. And we'll love to have some conversation.
I love a good group.
Yeah, love a good group. Anyway, in this segment of the show, we're moving right along and talking about animals that absolutely have no bearing on your life.
Unless, there's a rogue attack or something.
A rogue what?
A rogue attack.
A rogue attack?
Yeah.
What's that?
Like a random, whatever. Karen, go.
Actually, it's not the fact that they have no bearing on your life. It's just that they're very interesting crossbreeds.
I will challenge that. As we go through this list, I will ask the question after every animal, does this have a bearing on your life?
I'm saying we're not doing the list because they have no bearing on your life. I'm saying we're doing the list because it's interesting.
Are they bearing down on your life?
Well, one of them's a bear.
That would be a heffalump. Or a woozle. I can never tell.
Shh, I'm pretty sure there's copyright. Anything Disney, you can't say.
All right, moving right along. Here we go. Let's let the audience test this out. By the way, do you have the ability for? Are there pictures?
Yeah, you can go out and find the pictures. But you know what? Since you constantly keep asking me to do this, how about you go out and do it? Because you know exactly what you want to do.
No, well, I'm just saying. So when this show goes up, what we'll do is we'll try to put some pictures out on Facebook so that maybe we'll do a questionnaire. Maybe we'll do something like that. Anyway, all right, let's hear it.
Okay, since these are just two words smashed together, I'm going to have a really hard time reading and pronouncing them. So you know what? It's going to be a serious laughing stock here. But we're going to go. There's 18 of them, so we're just going to head off with the one.
Yeah, we're going to have to do this quickly.
Yes, the very infamous liger. It's a male lion and a female tiger.
Liger.
Yes.
Liger. Okay. No bearing on my life. I am not going to be...
You're never going to be attacked by a rogue liger?
I will never be attacked by a rogue liger. No, I will not. I can...
It sounds like some weird, European rogue liger.
You know, like alcohol. Like a special... Oh, you're talking about an alcoholic drink. I'm like...
that's called a lager.
Oh, what about a Jaeger?
No.
Jaeger?
Jaeger's a drink.
Jaeger's a brand name. A lager is a type of ale.
Okay.
So, anyway.
Yes, old person in the room that knows a lot more than we do.
Okay, moving right along.
All right.
Has no bearing on my life. Number 2.
A tigan. A male tiger and a female lion.
Yes, there are ligers and tigans and mares. Oh, my.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not... What's it called again?
A tigan.
A tigan. I am not crawling into a tigan den.
No, it looks
that doesn't
really
even sound right.
It has...
At least it's not a cougar den.
Okay, so the tigan compared to the liger,
lion, cougar,
the liger
cougar.
has a lot more.
Cougar.
The liger has a lot more characteristics of the lioness than
like
it
a
does
luger.
for the tiger. The tiger stripes barely show through, but for the tigan, it literally has dark facial stripes and then has a serious mane behind it.
Check out the picture on Facebook, okay?
Yeah, seriously, it's
there you
it's
go.
really weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, get ready for a zonkey.
Number 3. You know what?
A zonkey.
I want one.
You imagine Shrek. You imagine Shrek like, zonkey!
I want one just to have the name.
It's like a cross between Shrek and Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Shrekky.
Do you
like zonkey?
Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess the 2 ingredients in this animal?
Ingredients. I'm gonna whip me up some zonkies.
This is sounding wrong every minute.
Oh yeah!
Woo!
Anybody? You have a guess?
Goes with the ligers, tigans, and zonkies. No.
A zebra and a monkey.
No.
Ooh! Here you got a striped hand thing. Yeah, it's like you look like you should be in jail.
It's got it's like the monkeys, but with the black and white mohawk.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it's a zebra and a donkey.
Yes, it was obvious, Karen. I was being fun.
I asked a literal question. Give me your literal answer.
No, I don't know.
I gave you a literate answer. That's going to have to be close enough.
Number 4.
A jag lion.
What?
A jaguar lion. So basically,
that's not what she said.
So basically, like a black lion.
A jaggy lion.
Actually, no. It's
jaguars.
No, jaguars. Jaguars, because when you look up, they drop on you.
Wow. All right. Anyway, get ready for a geep.
Is that a goat sheep?
Yes, it is.
It's a geep.
It's a geep.
The ligers and tigers and geeps.
Oh my.
Don't forget the zonkey out there.
Yeah, get your zonkey out there.
Who's just messing up life, man?
Wait. It's Dominic the Zonkey.
This is wrong.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
There's a reason why nature does not do this.
I'm pretty sure nature is the one that did it.
I'm pretty sure there's some people in a lab that were going, I wonder what we can do today.
This is as close to genetic splicing as they're going to get.
Pinky.
Yeah.
Trying to genetically take over the world. Anyway.
Zoink.
Get ready for a roller bear.
A roller bear?
Roller bear.
Or instead of a grizzly bear, it's a polar bear and a grizzly.
It's actually a brown bear.
Then what? Then why roller? Why not just say
it's a bear?
It's a very interesting.
Just call it a bipolar bear.
No, it's not polar. It's not polar.
It's part polar.
Is it polar?
It's a polar bear and a brown bear.
Polar bear and a brown bear.
So call it a bipolar bear.
It's a pound bear.
No, the top of it's white, but then the bottom of it's coming through pretty brown. It's
So it looks like a polar bear that rolled in the mud.
Yeah, kind of actually.
Sat in the mud.
Just belly flopped in the
What
mud.
part of you is the polar bear? I'm only polar from this part up.
He's part black. Yeah,
I do not
people
know.
who don't know this, but polar bear's skin is black to help them capture heat.
They
also have two layers of fur.
Yeah, they have 2 layers of fur, each specifically designed to do 2 different things.
I don't know why, but I get hot from the bottom down.
Okay, we're not going there. Ready? Ready?
Next.
A wolf.
Coyote wolf?
Yep.
Oh, somebody
Why not just call it a Wyote?
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like, then you could name it like Wily Wyote.
Probably because...
Okay, Mr. Fudd.
Unfortunately, somebody's going to mess that dog up.
It actually...
They already did.
It actually probably has to do something with whether... with male-female versus... whether it's the male wolf.
Right, Sean Connery.
It depends on which one.
Well, that's what they thought the chupacabra was. It was like a dingo mixed with like a wolf or something, but like it had mange and.
Yeah.
What? You should watch the
You're not
documentary
even talking into the mic.
Sorry. Is this better?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. That you should watch a documentary on the chupacabra because that's what they thought it was. It was like a crossbreed between like a dingo and a wolf that was like kicked out of packs and stuff. And
yeah, I actually heard that they thought it was a bad breed or something, and eventually the breed just died out, became extinct. That's why we didn't see them, but they got smaller and smaller and smaller over the years. Something of that. That's a philosophy behind that.
Theory.
This
theory.
Philosophy
Philosophy is a theory.
True that. That's definitely showing my age. You know what they could say about this poor thing? That dog don't hunt.
Well, not anymore.
Next.
All right, I like this one. I really like this one just because it's
She likes all of them.
It's a zebroid.
A zebroid.
Sounds like
Is that a zebra with like a hyoid problem or like hemorrhoids?
A zebra with a hemorrhoid problem. A zebroid.
No, that's when they get stripes.
Okay.
No, it's a zebra with basically I don't actually know how any type of
I can't read that while you're holding it because
you're laughing and it's going
all over the place.
Equine.
Equine, the equestrian
but
part
where does
of
the
it.
broid come in at?
Because it's and
part
anything else.
Because it's part droid.
Ooh, that's
Mechanical
really,
horse.
That's really artificial. Okay, next.
Would you say that's what you call a quarter horse?
It's not even 1/4 horse.
No.
Yeah, it's the quarter horse. It's the ride you find outside of Kmart.
Oh, yeah, that's a different kind of quarter horse.
A savanna cat is a domestic cat plus a serval.
Okay, what's a serval?
Okay, I can't get into it's just a
like
different,
an ocelot.
It's very
I
similar
think
to
they're
an
a little
ocelot.
bigger than ocelots, but ocelot's jungle, isn't it?
Yes, I believe
And a
so.
serval is more of a desert.
Plains kind of.
Yeah.
Okay,
Considered
one
savanna
tropical, the other one a little drier. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Savannah, right?
Yeah, savannah.
Savannah. Okay. Yeah, and
No, Christine.
how dare you, Charlotte? Anyway,
That's some pig.
anyway, yeah, they messed that cat up too. I bet it don't purr. Anyway, next.
No. Never mind.
Yeah.
This one's really cool because again the names are super super weird, but I think it's called a wallfin.
A wallfin?
You know, Wolfin swimming in the ocean.
That's a narwhal, and I don't think it has anything to do with this dolphin. Whale dolphin?
It's a male false killer whale and a female
false weight.
I don't
And a
know, man.
bottlenose
They're,
dolphin.
I wouldn't blame them. They're always lying about what's on the scale.
Okay.
So it's like a killer whale, but it's like one of those that it's like it
But
looks
it's
like it
fatter.
at first glance, but then it's actually not. So they call it a false killer whale. But it's a male false killer whale with a with a female bottlenose dolphin.
It's a happy killer whale.
It's actually just a completely black-looking dolphin.
So is,
But it's severely massive.
this dolphin is charred, man.
I'm telling you. Anyway, see, once again,
it's like usually when you see the rounded fin come up at the water and come towards you, that's one thing. But now this looks like demon dolphin because it's like completely ink black, just this swimming at you, and you're like, I don't know what that is.
he's been swimming with the octopi. Anyway.
Aw, you guys made me ink.
So, but bottom line, once again, I go back to my original premise. None of these are going to affect my life because I am not swimming where that thing swims.
No, it's probably like in a scientific tank somewhere.
I know.
Scientific tank somewhere.
It's an observation tank.
Yeah.
What?
Because people are.
Scientific tank.
Scientific was just a descriptive word for tank.
Hey, could you imagine if somebody crossed a beluga and a orca?
Would it be
What would you call it?
Would it be a blorka?
A blorka?
A
A
borka?
blorka.
No, a borka.
A borka.
It's a borka.
It's a borka.
Borka, blorka. I like both. wait.
A beluga and an orca.
Or an
We just call it a borka.
or an
Lorca.
or an orcuga.
It sounds too much like cougar.
Ooh,
An
orcuga.
So
yeah, you got this thing with massive teeth in the front of it and a big knob on its head.
then it just looks like the retarded version of a razor sharp monster. like if a shark was like retarded, it was like
Exactly. Put buck teeth on it. You know?
Oh my goodness.
it's like a deadly monster you couldn't take seriously, and then while you're laughing at it, it takes your leg off.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
Oh my goodness, you guys are horrible.
Anyway, I think we're getting ready to run into a break. So
Well, slow down.
that would be run into a wall. We're going to break before we do that, and the wall is called time. So run out, get a refill, because we know every 15 minutes while you're listening to us, you end up killing whatever is in your cup. So
Spider, kill it! Kill it with fire.
So, cross a fly and a spider.
No, we're not going there.
Spider and fly.
It's either a flighter or like a spy.
Spy.
So that's what those
It's because
things
of all the
are.
eyes, right? It's a spy.
I
Anyway,
spy.
so go get a refill and come on back, and we're going to talk about animals that have no bearing on your life because you're listening to the B.Andrews radio show. So just join us at the B.Andrews Radio Group. Come over and follow us at the B.Andrews Radio Group on the Facebook page. And when you do, we'll speak your language. Don't worry about it. We'll burn that bridge when we get there. Welcome back to the third segment of the B.Andrews Radio Show, where we are talking about animals that have absolutely no bearing on your life, ones that you might not ever even see in a zoo. As far as I'm concerned.
No, I believe you can actually see the ligers and tigers in the zoo and stuff like that. The more ferocious wild cats you can see in the zoo.
No, that would be where the...
More like the genetic zoo.
That would be where the Balorca is.
No, it's the Blorca and the Orcuga.
Anyway, one of the things that we did want to mention is stay with us in the upcoming weeks on the B.Andrews Radio Show, hoping that in the future, after we get past the Easter break, and actually with the way things are going at Easter, might come a little sooner, we're going to be working on our web store, and we'll have some items there for you to go and pick that up at the B.Andrews.com. And so please go and do that. Help support our show. There's quite a bit of cost that is involved in putting this on. And if you enjoy the show, just help support us. Purchase some of the things off of our web store. We would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, as soon as we put something up.
But that won't be coming until the middle or end of April. So we will let you know when that's going to happen. And I do know that one little PSA I want to put out there, that Easter is coming and a lot of churches are going to be closed.
Easter is coming.
To Brow Alert.
Yeah, and we want to invite you, if you want to actually catch us live on the web, being that we're involved with our church work, I would invite you to come and check out Family Faith Journey on Sundays at 10:30. We are doing live worship there. And if you want to check out a church service, feel like you're being a part of and connect, we would love to have you come in and be a part of the webcast that we are doing there, streaming live on Facebook at Family Faith Journey. So come and check out the show. And if you enjoy the B.Andrews Radio Show, please, we ask you, share it abroad and let other people know that, wow, these guys are kind of fun. It's a talk radio show with no politics. That's what it is here, a no politics zone. And share the podcast out and about. All right, back to what we were doing. Animals that have absolutely no bearing on your life.
Did you say effect instead of bearing?
What?
Effect instead of bearing. Bearing has so many, just have no effect on your life.
Okay, but a bearing is something that causes a wheel and it holds it together and causes it to go straight. That's a bearing, and if it has no bearing, I mean it's not going to hold you there. It's whatever, you can go on your merry way. That's a bearing.
But you could also bear something, and you could also be bare, and you could bear a child. You could bear down on stuff. It's just it's such a wide applicable range of uses. It just what
Beefalo.
Make it sound like you crossbred it just to eat it.
Are you kidding me? You can't cross a cow and a sheep.
Nope. Not a
wait
sheep.
a minute. A cow and a buffalo?
Yep.
Yes. What do you think?
Okay, that's a little.
Sounds like they bred it
looks
just
like a
to
buffalo.
eat it.
I know, right?
This looks like a
That's what
buffalo.
I thought.
It just sounds like they bred it just so they could eat it. A beefalo. I mean,
Yeah,
seriously,
I'm okay with that.
Not a cowalo, not like a bow,
A bow. I couldn't.
or
eat
a buffalo.
I
I mean,
or a bow.
yeah.
I couldn't eat those.
Buffalo.
I couldn't eat that. I would have to be
Buffalo.
called a beefalo. It would have to be that.
Here comes a small herd of beefalo. I heard they made them on purpose,
That would, yeah.
I love how
I heard they're mighty tasty,
Boy, I love how I could get my family, attention by just being like, and you're just like, fine, what? Beefalo. You're just too
You
excited
did. She
to
dangled the
laugh.
keys and she gave us a cookie for it.
I did.
She did. I salivated.
Ew.
Beefalo. Making me hungry.
It did.
Okay.
Next.
Ready for it? It's
No, I'm not ready for any of these.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Cut off before copyright.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a henny.
That's an engine. I am. Everybody knows a Hemi is an engine.
You nearly snorted your coffee.
I said hen-y, not him-y. Hen-y.
Okay.
What
and what
is
is
a
henny?
henny?
It's a male donkey and a female horse.
Isn't
Wouldn't that
just
be
a
a
wit?
homie?
A homie.
Hey,
No, a
homie.
honky.
A honky? Well,
Better
there's
than
I was another name that went through my mind, and it's like I can't do that one.
A dorse.
No, I can't do the one that went through my mind. It's not rated G. Anyway.
this.
Oh!
So anyway,
we'll
a
call it
hen-
we'll call it a horn key.
There you go, something like that. But a horse and a donkey? No,
That's a henny.
Why?
no.
We're not the ones that named it.
At that point, why don't you just call it Winnie?
Dorse. Dorse.
Like Doris?
What about the dorsal
Mer,
fin?
Dorse. Are you calling that
I don't know.
animal Doris?
I kinda
No, I'm calling that animal Dorse. What's the matter with you? You got something between your ears? Anyway.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. No, I like honky.
Honky. Okay.
Honky.
Kind of like a
Honk.
blorka.
Honky. Well, this one goes out to your
And a
blorkas.
zonkey. Honky zonky.
This one goes out to your blorka and your
Or
which-
couga?
Yeah, this one goes out to your blorka and your orkuga. It's a narluga.
A narwhal beluga. Does
Yup.
that mean it have a fat horn on its head?
Actually, it has no horn. It
Well,
just
then
looks
it's
like
not
a
a
black.
narwhal.
It just looks like a black narwhal.
A beluga?
A black beluga.
It's just a
Ooh,
black beluga.
beluga.
Whoa, black beluga.
Blam, blam.
So it's a nor.
Okay, this animal
Narluga?
has no bearing on my life.
No.
Did they get it to
can't-
live more than 2 hours after it was given birth?
That looks more than. It looks like an adult. So yes.
Well, I can say this. It may not have a bearing on your life, but if you go out and you find it in the wild, it can't stab you.
Okay, here's the other thing that I know about it. All the other belugas used to laugh and call him names.
Okay.
Anyway, no. Good
That's
one.
a dolphin.
No, I can see the school of belugas. They're all over here.
Is it
and
really
they
a
won't,
school?
And they won't play with it because it's like
Wait, I need to look this
It's
up.
a black
what's a
one.
group? What's a group of
they're
belugas?
they're racist. They're totally
Yeah,
racist.
Because they
Other-
ostracize the black one.
Because they ostracize the black one.
And
they
they're
won't
all
play
Snow
with
White
it. And they won't play with it.
Actually,
with
they're gray.
it. With it. Really?
Well, I can't tell if it's male or female from here.
You whatever.
You can't either. And you're wearing glasses, and it's in your hands.
You're wearing glasses too.
But it's not in my hands. It's out of my hands.
It's a pod like a dolphin. They travel around in pods.
Most
pod like a dolphin.
Well, dolphins travel in pods.
I know. I know.
Kind of like a group of owls is a what is
Hey,
that, a
you-
council?
it's a council of owls. By the way, you Kama.
Camel.
Okay. Camel.
Llama, camel.
Yup.
Why not have a
that's
llama?
That's
A
a less.
llama.
You know the only two things that those animals have in common?
Actually, there's a double L on llama, so why can't we call it a clama?
Yeah, but the only two things those stupid
Clama,
animals have in common
clama.
Well, and a long
between the
neck.
camel and the llama is that they both spit.
And they have a long neck.
So they do have a long neck. So what you just created was a shaggy llama.
You created a
llamas
shaggy spitter.
llamas are already shaggy in me.
Oh man,
Yeah, but now you have a llama with like dreadlocks.
Hank. You know what the problem is now? When I spit, it gets all in my wool.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody needs to. Yeah.
Next.
Okay.
I
This is
just
what
thought
this-
of llamas in the Wild Wild West with like chewing tobacco.
That's right.
I'm sorry, my brain completely halted because I just had a mental picture and my mouth could not keep up.
All right.
You had a
Yo, what's the
mental
matter?
picture?
You don't like my hat, do you?
Okay, ready? Zao.
Zebra cow.
Dog.
Zao. Dizu. Dizu? I'm not sure. It's DZO. I really don't know.
It's like didgeridoo. How do you spell that?
D-I-G-E-R-I-E. That's didgeridoo. D-O-O. Didgeridoo. I
I'm
can't
not
play
taking,
one, but
I'm
I
not
can,
taking your word for it.
I can't play one, but I can spell
Okay,
it.
what is it?
It's a cow plus a wild yak.
Then why not call it a cack?
That's why, right
Or
there.
a yow?
Yow makes a lot more sense. Why else a wild
Actually,
yow?
I know where there are some of these.
It could be a yaw. yow and
if
yaw.
if I tell you, do you guys know if I say where County Road T is, that connects County Road C and 21
No, because I don't do road names.
down by
Give me
Watoma?
a place
Okay,
down
on
by
County
Watoma.
Road C, I'm heading towards Watoma, and there's sometimes that I go and I connect, and I jump off of it, and I use that connector road. Actually, I do it more when I'm coming back the other way.
Jumping off
21.
the deep end now.
Anyway, right there on the corner, they've got some. They've just put them out there. They're a cow yak mix, and I can
Down
tell
on
because
the
they look
corner.
really, really weird.
Out in the fields.
However, up north from here by Wapaka, I know somebody that actually has yaks. So-
Is there alpaca in Wapaka?
No. But
Aw.
anyway, wow.
But we do know another person that has camels.
I cannot believe that we have gotten at the end of the third segment that fast. How many more of these do we got to go?
3.
We got 3. All right. Well, let's take a break, and we will come back. We will finish the animals that have no bearing on your life, and we'll have a little good news. So let's take a break, and we'll come right back. You're listening to the B.Andrews Radio Show. So join the B.Andrews Radio Show on YouTube, where we will speak your language. When you go to that YouTube channel, just hit subscribe button and go up and ring that bell, and follow us on YouTube. All right, Swine Team 1, here's your mission. Go to your computers and type in castbox.fm. Again, that's castbox.fm. And when you get there, then you go to B.Andrews Radio Show. Let me repeat that just in case you didn't get it. The B.Andrews Radio Show. And I want you to obtain all the information that you find on that page.
And now back to the B.Andrews Radio Show.
Welcome back to the fourth and final segment of the B.Andrews Radio Show, where we're talking about animals that will have no bearing on your life. I'm so glad that somebody did not cross a mosquito with a lion.
Really?
Yeah, would that be called a laido?
No, it's mojito.
That's not even close. All right. And then when we finish this up, we're going to turn our attention to a little good news, because we all could use a little good news today.
How
All right.
many times are you going to say good news? And a little good news. And good news. And some more good news.
How about a lot of good news?
How about
I'll
good
say it
news?
as frequently as the people on the other end listening to us go, yeah, give us some good news, man.
Okay, Grinch, go stand in the corner.
Yeah, you're wearing green.
Okay, I mean, this might interrupt the show a little bit, but okay.
All right, here we go. 3 more animals that will have no bearing on your life. Educate us, girl. Go for it.
Lepon.
Leopard and a lion. Lepion.
He's French.
Leopon. Oh, you could call it a leopon.
A leopard.
I mean, it is L-E-O. Pon.
Well, I'm glad it's not pug. Neopug.
Hey, we could do mixed dog breeds next week.
They do that all the time.
Dude,
That
if you
would-
breed any dog with a corgi, it looks just like that dog, but shaped like a corgi.
It's the best.
I've seen a German Shepherd corgi, and it looks like a corgi with German Shepherd markings and even the really tall ears,
Yeah.
and the really bushy tail, and you're just like, somebody shrunk that poor dog's legs.
I'm telling you. The thing that I like out of dog breeds that are crossed, the Labradoodle. And I really do like them.
Yeah,
Those are cool. But anyway, animals that they have a bearing on your life. Because the other day when I went out to do a job, the people had a Labradoodle. See, they had a bearing on my life. These animals, I'm never going to meet one.
Well, Grandma's
They're not
got
going to matter.
Grandma's got a crossbred dog.
The dogs you will, yes. I'm talking about these animals. It's just, they have no bearing on my life. A leopon. Seriously.
Leopold.
If I saw one,
It's more like a monkey bat donkey rat.
if I saw one, I probably would stomp kick it or something. Ah, get away from me.
There you go. If a little woodland creature walked up to me, I would probably kick it.
What a cheat!
Seriously, Dad.
All right.
Okay. Anyway,
A what? Symptomatic?
it's called a mullard.
People wore that on the back of their heads.
Is that a duck with a mullet? Dude, you got a mullet.
Mullard. Well, it is a duck.
It is a duck with a Muscovy duck. So
they
basically,
just
it's a
took
duck
two
duck.
It's an Okie from Muskogee.
It's a duck.
With the goose.
It's a goose.
No, Amy. Goose.
All right, so we got one more.
Yes.
By the way, is it tasty? Do they say anything about, is it bread for food?
No. Nothing.
Bread for food. That's in the other room.
Yeah. Okay. And last but not least.
A zubron.
A what?
It has
it's
weird...
a zebra and a wild European bison, right?
No.
A Zubron?
No.
Sounds like a car.
That's
Come
Subaru.
and drive the new model of Zubron.
That's like 2025 Subaru.
No, it's the European bison with the cow.
Europe
where does
doesn't-
the Z come from?
Europe doesn't have bison. That is totally American.
So,
Needle pulling thread.
la,
It's a note to follow. So
tea.
a drink with jam and bread.
But I prefer jelly.
I'm with you.
Anyway, when I'm with you,
I'm with you. Anyway, Zebron. Or that's isn't that dude that plays basketball?
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Anyway, I know. You know
No,
what
that's
we
his
need?
son.
You know what we need right now, Dad?
What?
We need a little good news.
Well, you know, it's time for a little good news. And let the sun shine through for me and you with some good news.
Today's good news story comes from the Good News Network, written by McKinley Corbley. As a means of expressing their gratitude towards the healthcare employees working on the front lines to combat the novel coronavirus crisis, say that 5 times fast, these businesses and restaurant chains are offering up tons of free goodies to hospital staffers and emergency responders. According to an open letter from Starbucks president and CEO Kevin Johnson, cafes across Canada and the U.S. are now offering free small coffees to anyone who identifies themselves as a frontline responder over the course of the next month. Although the North American branches are now operating solely as drive-through locations, they will be providing the free coffees to police officers, firefighters, paramedics, doctors, nurses, and hospital employees until May 3rd. This moment in time, as the world is united in an effort to mitigate the effects of COVID-19, requires coordinated action by governments, healthcare providers, businesses, and people in every community, wrote Johnson. Working together, we are making a difference, and together we will overcome this unprecedented challenge. International donut chain Krispy Kreme is also offering free boxes of donuts to healthcare workers every Monday, starting today on March 30th for National Doctors Day. Just go to a Krispy Kreme drive-thru, tell us what you need, and show us your employee badge, reads the Krispy Kreme website. That's it. Pick up some free donuts on the way to work for you and your colleagues, or maybe a free dozen on your way home to a family after a long shift. Since Crocs have always been a popular non-stick cleanable shoe option for hospital staffers, the company is also giving away free pairs of shoes through their online site. Tropical Smoothie locations are giving away 100,000 smoothies to healthcare workers across the U.S. In cafes across the country, the Tropical Smoothie Cafe family is working tirelessly to support our local communities, which are currently facing unprecedented hardship, said Charles Watson, CEO of Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Our safety is dependent upon the selfless hard work of our local healthcare workers and first responders, and we want to help them any way we can. The 100,000 smoothie giveaway is a simple but impactful example of one way we can show our gratitude and bring a smile to their face, one sip at a time. If you want to find more businesses offering free services during the outbreaks, check out this list from Thrill List. It's one of the many positive stories and updates that are coming out of this COVID-19 news coverage this week. So they're really working on trying to help providing for these relief workers. And you know what? They deserve it. Because, I mean, they're not just getting people that are sick or really do need to be tested. They're getting everybody else who are freaking out over what's going on.
They are. The one thing I did find interesting, I mean, I do love me some Krispy Kreme.
They're giving away boxes.
But, you know, one of the more unhealthy things to eat is Krispy Kreme.
But it really is a treat.
To our health workers, here.
Have a donut.
Have a donut on us. You know, they're going to turn them.
Have 2 donuts.
They're going to turn them into our next cops is what they're going to do. So anyway.
No, well, they said they were providing it for other first responders too. So, I mean, the cops are probably going nuts.
Yeah, they're what? You giving away our donuts? What's the matter with you? Anyway. But no, thank you to these companies that are stepping up and seeing to these people that are working tirelessly. And while everybody else is staying at home and staying away from the virus that will make you very ill, these people are incredibly courageous and are actually going there to be with these people who are ill. 2 things I want to point out very quickly. One is the other day I saw a picture of a airplane that was filled with people from the Midwest, and every one of them was either a radiologist, a doctor, a nurse, something of that actually were professionals in pulmonary medicine, and they were all on a plane flying to New York so that they could be relief staff for New York hospital workers.
And that's
so that they
something.
could go home. And it's like, wow. And then the other one is there is a organization called Samaritan's Purse, which is ran by Franklin Graham. You know the one thing that he does, the shoebox for children. That's run by Samaritan's Purse at Christmas time.
Franklin Graham, that's Billy Graham's
son.
Mm-hmm. Youngest, oldest?
Oldest. Well, he had a son and a daughter, Anne Graham Lotz, and another daughter. But anyway, his son, and he's the head of an organization called Samaritan's Purse. We know that they do Operation Shoebox at Christmas time. They constantly operate 2 to 4 mobile hospitals that they are ready to set up for emergency purposes anywhere around the world, and they have doctors and nurses and radiologists and other medical professionals that will go whenever he just says, I'm setting up a hospital, can you come? And they drop what they're doing and they are committed to it. He has set up a triage for coronavirus people in Central Park, New York, so that they can go there first. So it's a first line of defense before they end up flooding the hospitals with people.
Yeah, because if one person has it at the hospital but nobody else has it, then you're just walking into a trap, so to speak. So go somewhere that's a little more open space to
Right.
see if there is a really, a big concern. Because if you guys just, like march on the hospitals, you have a really big chance of catching it or something else, because that's a place where sick people congregate. That's where they go.
That's where they go.
So unless you're absolutely sure you really need to go, and
Don't
they're
go to a
suggesting,
hospital.
yeah, don't go.
Correct.
They're suggesting you call your doctor about your symptoms, or someone who would, know about the symptoms first.
Don't go to hospitals. That's where the sick
Sick
people
people
are,
are.
and it's where they need to be.
Right.
So anyway, we're going to wrap it up for this week. We've talked a little bit about Corona, but we've also talked mainly about animals that will have no bearing on your life. And we're so glad you listened into our show. Please share it with somebody. And we're so glad that you were with us today. And you have a great and better day. And thank you for listening to the B.Andrews Radio Show.
Yeah, man. I got you be feeling that. It's got a great groove going on. Yeah.